Hey, so this is my Smash Bros. Ultimate review, and it's a bit late, I guess, but that's because I wanted to play it thoroughly, play it a lot. And I guess it's not really for people who have like doubts about whether they should buy it or not. This is more just my opinion, just sharing my opinion, I guess. Though, if you're still looking to buy Smash, I'd say if you played a lot of other Smash games, I'd say this one lacks a lot of single player content, and I'm gonna go into that a bit later. But like, yeah, that's for me as a huge Smash Brothers fan. It's a bit disappointing. Like I'm mostly just playing multiplayer, and I feel like the single player is a lot of busy work. While in the other games like Brawl and Smash for Wii U and 3DS, they had like a lot of like fun modes like event matches and adventure mode, and I yeah, I understand that the World of Light mode is supposed to be like that, but it's like only one mode, so that's not a lot in my opinion. And also, I feel like it's like a half-assed event match mode. Like the overworld doesn't really do that much for me personally, and the battles are just they're just like event matches but less fun. Like the event matches usually are a lot more like weird and funny, and but this is just, I don't know. It's really basic and feels really like rushed and half-assed, and I'm not a fan of it. I do like that there's a lot of stages and a lot of music, a lot of characters, but that's just also like a lot of multiplayer stuff. So if you're looking to buy this, do it for the multiplayer, which I guess for most people is what Smash Bros. Is about. And that's for me as well, but I also really always like the single player modes because that's the way how I learn the game mechanics. I just play that a lot, and I just have a lot of fun with unlocking stuff. There's no trophies as well. The spirits don't really, they're fun, but not as fun as trophies. Like, I've always enjoyed collecting trophies and stuff, and it's not there. So yeah, just it's a great game with a lot of multiplayer content. But yeah, so this is more from now on my opinion, more or less, than whether you should buy it or not. Um, so I've had a lot of fun with unlocking characters. Like it's really easy. Like sometimes after one or two battles, you would unlock a character. That's really easy and quick, but still it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of characters, so that's not that big of a deal. Like playing with friends is a lot of fun. Multiplayer matches. I really like that there's now an option for saving your versus settings. Like I have a set of settings for like no items, but regular stages. I have one without hazards, and also I have one with time, and then a morph mode on, and some items like Pokeballs and assist trophies, but also one with just all items. So it's really easy to just pick that without having to do it all over again every time. I really like that. Also, the game seems kind of competitive, which for me is fun because I play a lot of Smash Bros. Like it might be my most played game, like just all the Smash Bros. Games in general. I mean, so like I take it pretty serious, and I play online a lot, and I like when my friends are a little decent to just win. But that said, I'm also better than most of my friends. I don't mean that in an arrogant way. It's just I just play it a lot, and also some newcomers that I've played with, they've had a lot of trouble because the game is just really quick and competitive. So yeah, I I'm conflicted because on one hand it's more fun because I like it to be a little more competitive. On the other hand, if you compare it to like Brawl, which was kind of an easy game, but especially the first Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64, that was a really basic and easy game uh, to get and to play and to learn. I on one hand wanted to be more like that, so most of my friends can just play it and just have fun with just like with how it is with Mario Kart. It's just an easy game, everybody can play it. And I feel like Smash Brothers is less and less that. But yeah, like I said, I like it to be competitive, so it's okay, I guess. Just, I also really like the character handicaps. Like you can just buff them by 3 steps or nerf them by 3 steps. That's really fun because that does make it more casual in a way. Because I have a friend who plays a lot of Little Mac, and he's not that great with it, but he just has fun with him. So I just buff him by 3 stats, so he's kind of to my level, and then I nerf Zero Suit Samus, who I play most, so that it's more balanced. It's just I'm really good with Zero Suit Samus, so I also really like to play with her, but I'm just too good with her basically. So either I just pick random or I just nerf her, and that's fun. That's really like, yeah, that just brings each other to the same level. But besides Zero Suit Samus, I also play Captain Falcon a lot in this game, which is weird because I haven't really played him since Brawl, because he's always, even though he was fast, his attacks were always really slow. So yeah, it was really hard to like nail his timing with smash attacks and stuff. Because I personally I choose a lot of smash attacks over tilt attacks, like the hard smash attacks. I just mostly do that, which is why Zero Suit Samus fits with me, because her smash attacks are so quick and her special attacks are great. So Captain Falcon was kind of that in Melee and the first Smash, but in Brawl and Smash 4, his smash attacks were kind of slower, so you needed to like tilt a lot. And his grab attack was really hard to pull off. So even though Captain Falcon seems to be nerfed a lot, from what I've heard, I think he's a lot better for my playstyle at least. I love playing with him now, and it's so much easier, and I'm so much better with him. I also really like Pokemon Trainer, which I haven't really played that much in Brawl, but that was also because I didn't play Pokemon back then. It's really weird. I started to play Pokemon like 5 or 6 years ago, and I've played almost every Pokemon game since then. And my favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. So when Pokemon Trainer came back, I was like, great, because I love Ivysaur and Bulbasaur. So, but it's not even that. I played a lot of Ivysaur, but I'm starting to get Squirtle and Charizard a lot as well. And I just balance the three, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I've talked about Captain Falcon a bit, and I feel like the way Bowser Jr. has these skins, like he can be like all the Koopalings. I feel like Captain Falcon should have had that. It seems perfect. Like you can have just. I'm a huge F-Zero fan, by the way, so that's why I think that maybe I'm really biased, but like I feel like you can change him to Blood Falcon and Jodie Summer, Black Shadow. They can all have the same moveset because it's really not based on anything with Captain Falcon. So I feel like any other F-Zero character fits that the same, except I guess some guys like Samurai Goro who have like swords. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, you could just have a lot of skins for Captain Falcon with different characters. And I would think that to be like an amazing idea. But I guess it's kind of random. It's just like, it feels the same amount of random with Bowser Jr. though. Like the Koopalings, what do they have to do with like a clown card, So, in my opinion, I think that would have been great, or at least like an Echo Fighter for like Black Shadow. Maybe for DLC, I guess. I mean, of course the 5 DLC characters, those are definitely 5, but I think they might do some more Echo Fighters alongside that. They haven't really like canceled out that idea, like it's still possible and stuff. So yeah, like I said earlier, the World of Light mode is not that fun to me. Like, I mean, I haven't really played enough of it, so maybe, I mean, I played like, I think like already like 10 hours or something, or 5 hours, so I think I've played enough to know what it is, but maybe I should play more. I've only unlocked like 7 characters or something, so I guess it gets more fun from here on, I guess. But yeah, I just constantly when I play it, I just feel like it should have been like an event mode that is more fun, or like an adventure mode, like in Melee, and I miss a lot of other modes as well, like break the targets and board the platforms. I feel like if this is the ultimate Smash game, they should have included all of that. Like it doesn't feel ultimate at all to me, except for the multiplayer, of course, like I said, which is great. It's better than ever. Like, I'm not trying to be overly negative, because like the multiplayer is a lot of fun, and once I've collected every type of music and every challenge, I'm gonna be playing multiplayer only anyway. But right now I still feel like the single player is a lot less fun and just busy work. Like I want to get all the challenges, but they aren't as fun as in other games. Like, and there are a lot less of them as well. They're categorized, you know. So it's just weird. Even though I don't like the World of Light mode that much, I do kind of like Spirit Board, because it's really like addictive. Like all the spirits you can unlock, they change like every 5 minutes. So because of that, I keep coming back. Like I keep having, like, oh, I want that spirit. Oh, and I want that spirit. You know, and that's really well implemented in my opinion. Like the World of Light mode is just set in stone. Like you follow a path, and it's the same spirits. But like the Spirit Boards mode is really addictive. I really like that. So the online mode, I think it works pretty decently. Like I think there's a lot less lag than in Smash 4. But it's not always easy to match the preferred rules. Though I do prefer this, because I don't always want to play on the Omega forms, you know. I like to have hazards on, or maybe off, but not really like necessarily the Omega forms or Battlefield forms. I also like that, like, you know, it's a platforming game basically. Like it's a fighting game, of course, but there's a lot of platforming in it. So those weird wacky levels, I like that a lot because it's platforming, you know. It's fun. And you can still be competitive with that on. It's just that with items on, it gets too much, you know, in my opinion. So usually I do that with items off, or maybe like a couple of items that aren't really too extreme, like some Pokeballs and assist trophies that are just really fun, alongside like some like pitfalls and stuff, you know, things that aren't really that bothersome, you know. So Joker has been announced from Persona 5 as DLC, of course. I haven't played Persona 5. I haven't played any Persona game, actually. I'm not really that big into RPGs. It does look fun, though. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play it, but Joker seems like a fun character, and I'm really excited for what he's gonna be. It was a real surprise. Like, I didn't expect him to be picked, and I think that just makes me more excited for the next characters to be announced, you know. So in conclusion, if this game, if you are looking, which, yeah, it's kind of late, but if you still are looking to buy Smash, it's a lot of fun for the multiplayer, but not really the single player, which is my opinion. And a lot of people say that the World of Light mode is a lot more fun than adventure mode that Melee had and stuff. I really don't agree with that. Like, it's not as fun. Definitely not. And I think a lot of people haven't played Smash as much as people like me who kind of complain about the World of Light. So I guess if you're kind of new, then all the stages because that's another problem. Like, most of these stages, like only like 5 stages are really new. So if you've played a lot of Smash, you don't have to rush to get this game, in my opinion. It's a lot of rehashed content. Though for a competitive side, you know, it is a lot of fun. Like, you either have to like really be competitive for Smash. Like, the new mechanics are a lot of fun. There are a lot of new characters. So if you're really into that, that's a lot of fun. But if you're kind of casual, but yet you've played a lot of Smash games, then I don't really think you should rush to get this game. Except if you're only playing multiplayer, because then it's also fun. Though it's kind of difficult, this game, compared to the previous games. So just beware. But it is a great game, so I do recommend it. Just like I said, a lot less modes, a lot of rehash content. Yeah. If I have to like grade this game, it's really tough actually. Like, I'm just thinking of it off the top of my head right now. I think Smash for Wii U I would have given like a 9 out of 10, because Brawl is probably my favorite game because of all the single player stuff. And I would have given it, I mean, I guess that's tough because Brawl didn't really play that much fun. Like, that's really weird. But I guess still Brawl like a 10 out of 10, because I just care about the modes that much. So then Smash for Wii, I guess, yeah, Smash for Wii U and 3DS, also a 10 out of 10, because it played so great and it still had a lot of single player content. But Ultimate for me, I think a 9 out of 10, because it's still great, it's still Smash. But yeah, I just think there's a huge lack of content, you know, in terms of single player content. And I know a lot of people who haven't played as much Smash as I do. I think they really disagree with me, but it's just how I feel. You know, I've played so much of all these stages and so much of all these characters already, and I'm so used to having like break the targets and uh, event matches. Event matches probably is my favorite mode, so that's why I really don't like it that it's gone. You know, that's the thing a bit. But yeah, so if it turns out that when I finish the World of Light mode that I really end up liking it more, I'll probably talk about it in another video. That's just fair, I guess, you know. But I don't really think it's gonna be more fun than I think, because I'm just really maybe it's I guess I'm really just annoyed that it's not that there's no event match and stuff. So maybe I just have to get over that. But I don't think it's gonna be as fun as more fun than I already think, you know. But yeah, that's it.